Unfortunately, the story of baseball's first week has been the incredibly rotten weather, and we'll have a taste of it again here tonight in Pittsburgh. No, it's not the Vikings and the Steelers, it's the Twins and the Pirates, the final game of this interleague series. And we welcome you to PNC Park. I'm Dick Bramer along with Bert Blyleven. A year ago when the Twins got into the playoff field, one of the reasons was Eduardo Escobar did a great job filling in for the injured Miguel Sano at third base. Because of the suspension of Jorge Polanco, the Twins are hoping that Escobar can do something similar at short. And so far, so good.
You know, you go through the winter, you don't know what you have. You'd like to have a regular third baseman, shortstop, second base, and so on. Sometimes that doesn't happen. With Polanco serving the suspension, it is our Eduardo Escobar that has to step up again. Last year at third base, he responded nicely, hit 254, career high 21 home runs, and he's off to a good start now this year. A home run straightaway center in that series in Baltimore. Defensively, doing everything he can to help the Twins win. This guy has been so valuable to the Twins since he came over from the Chicago White Sox.
And he is in the lineup for the series finale. He's off to a good start offensively, and the Twins hope that continues. He's been a pretty valuable guy for the Twins over the years, and he might be asked to be even more valuable here in 2018. Game 2 between the Twins and the Pirates, each team sending out its opening day starter. And for the Twins, it'll be right-hander Jake Odorizzi, and it'll be Ivan Nova going for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
You to the power of the digital world. And by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for the everyday competitor in all of us.
It'll be another chilly one for the Twins tonight. 39 degrees in Pittsburgh, but it's that wind, 21 miles an hour, that's really going to make a difference. And it's also snowing. Again, kind of on and off. That's just how it is tonight. Here's the scoop from the clubhouse. Paul Molitor said that wind could be a factor, and the Twins didn't take batting practice today, so he said those first few fly balls, we're just going to have to get out there and see how the ball is dancing in this stuff. And Molitor also said that the injury risk is a concern. He said, of course, for the pitchers, but also a hitter. He said, if you haven't had to make a burst in 2 to 3 innings, and then suddenly you hit a triple or you're going to steal a base, that's where the risk comes in. Logan Morrison is the first baseman for the Twins today with no DH here in the National League ballpark. Molitor just wanted to get him into the game and hope that it helps get his bat going a little bit as well. Dick Bramer, Burt Blyleven, let's play quickly tonight.
Well, you see people, thank you, Marty, you see a lot of guys clapping. That's what you want to do. Keep clapping, get some blood in those fingers, because it is nippy out there.
Yesterday, the Tigers and Royals played an afternoon game in Detroit under similar conditions, and the game time was 2 hours, 17 minutes. And I think both teams would not turn their back at a quick game time like that. The Menards batting order for the Twins. In Game 5 of the season, Brian Dozier will lead things off. He's homered 3 straight. Eddie Rosario, Miguel Sano, Logan Morrison. Obviously, Joe Mauer not in the lineup. Eduardo Escobar, Max Kepler, Byron Buxton, Jason Castro, and Jake Odorizzi will hit 9th.
Yeah, you mentioned that Nova on the mound. He was the open day starter for the Pirates against the Detroit Tigers in Detroit. He got a no decision. Pirates ended up winning that ball game.
The home furniture numbers for Ivan Nova.
Yeah, Pirates won that game in 13 innings, 13-10, but Nova pitched well, 5 innings. He threw 84 pitches, 50 for strikes. He did give up a couple runs. He's in his 3rd season with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Originally came to the big leagues with the New York Yankees.
Northland Ford bringing you the Pirates defense. Corey Dickerson in left, Starling Marte in center, Gregory Polanco in right. Colin Moran, the hitting hero here 2 days ago, is at third base again. Sean Rodriguez is in at short. Josh Harrison at second, Josh Bell at first, Francisco Cervelli behind the plate. Twins would like to get out of town with a win, and here's the Pizza Ranch for the win combination.
Well, I think what the Wind's going to do is basically get used to this weather, because it's almost the same type of weather that we're going to have in that homestand in Minnesota. So learn to beat the cold weather.
Snow flurries here, and we know that the Twin Cities got hit with a major snow dump yesterday, and it'll be interesting to see what the homestand holds in terms of precipitation. Everybody knows it's going to be cold, but we'll hope that the precipitation is kept to a minimum at least. Dozier in the box. We're about ready to go. Dozier tied for the league lead in home runs with 3. Hit a home run here the other day.
Even though Nova is 2-0 against the Twins in 2 starts, 3 games, there's a lot of Twins batters have not faced him. They have not seen Nova. Nova's not seen the Twins since 2011 when he was with the Yankees.
A lot of white out there, including the baseball, and Nova delivered a fastball for strike 1, last year's National League Pitcher of the Month in April, and a couple of complete games in April. Fouled back, and it's 0-2.
What they will see from Nova is a good fastball, low 90s, sometimes upper 90s curveball. He'll mix in a cut fastball, slider type, and a changeup.
Last year pitched in April to an ERA of 1.50 and had a decent outing against the Tigers on opening day. Dozier wraps it to third. Moran has it, fires across, and Dozier is retired on a ground ball, 1 down.
Let's take a look at the scouting report on Ivan Nova, 31 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. Mentioned he last faced the Twins back in 2011, and very good success here at PNC Park in 18 career starts since he become a Pirate. He's 10-3 with a 2.57 earned run average in 17 starts.
With Mauer out of the lineup, Rosario slides up to the number 2 spot, and he takes down and away ball 1. The reason that Joe Mauer is not in the lineup has more to do with Logan Morrison than Joe Mauer. Twins didn't like the idea of Morrison is trying to find his swing to have to, without the DH, not play a couple of games here. Here's a high fly to right field, and near the line it's a second baseman Harrison who makes the catch, 2 down. Joe will be back in the lineup tomorrow. Morrison made a pinch hitting appearance here 2 days ago and got hit on the foot by the first pitch and never got to swing the bat. He's 0 for 11, 4 strikeouts, struggling a bit here out of the gate.
Let's see if Sano can get on right here to get Morrison up.
And Sano 3 home runs, or 3 hits rather, in 17 at bats, couple of home runs and 10 strikeouts. Two home runs and a double for the 3 hits, and Sano takes strike 1 over the inside corner.
And again, Nova, very good control over his career, averaging 2.6 walks per 9 and about 7 strikeouts per 9. So he is a strike thrower, and especially in this cold weather, you like to see both starters work at a very quick pace. Don't take a lot of time out there. Get the sign and let it go.
On the outside corner. And Sano watches 3, and it's a quick top of the first inning. Two, 3. Now the Pirates will send out this Menards batting order. Josh Harrison in the leadoff spot. Gregory Polanco, Starling Marte, Josh Bell, Corey Dickerson, Francisco Cervelli, Colin Moran, Sean Rodriguez, and then the pitcher.
And for the Twins on the mound, it'll be Jake Odorizzi making his 2nd start. He, like Nova, opening day starter for the Twins. He got a no decision in the Twins' 3-2 11-inning loss.
Furniture stats on Odorizzi. Clint Hurdle really excited with how his team has gotten out of the gates here. Not much has been expected of the Pirates this year, but they swept the Tigers. Picked up a close win over the Twins. The Twins with 2 wins, 2 losses. The 2 losses each by 1 run. Lifted foul down the right field line and back into the seats over the tarp. Harrison drew a 5-pitch walk a couple of days ago here against Lance Lynn, who had some control issues with the cold. Odorizzi gets ahead of him 0-1. Down the line, a fair ball by inches. Harrison rounds first. He'll go to second with a double. May have hit actually on top of the foul line. And it's a leadoff double for Josh Harrison.
Yeah, it looked like a fastball up, and he kind of tommyhawked that ball right down the left field line. Hit the short railing right in that corner. And then the ball kind of dies right there. You can see that Rosario has to maybe go in the corner or play the carom, and he gets the ball back in. So a double for Harrison.
That was the pitch, the one that Harrison spanked for a double. That was the pitch that Odorizzi had great success with in Baltimore against the Orioles. A high fastball, in case of this fastball to Harrison too, looked like it was up out of the strike zone, but Harrison was ready for it. Here's Gregory Polanco. Deep to right, but very foul. Slow breaking ball by Odorizzi, and it's a long strike. Check out the Twins in the field. Brought to you by Northland Ford. We'll do it in just a little while.
I showed Joe Odorizzi's success against the Central Division of National League, but he's never faced the Pittsburgh Pirates. So all they see is video off of Odorizzi. Odorizzi has had success in interleague play in 17 starts, 6 wins, 3 losses, and an ERA at 3.33.
1-1 to Polanco. Strike on the outside corner. From 500 yards away or wherever we are here, it looks like Field and Culbreth has a nice strike zone tonight for a pitcher.
Just be around the corners, that's all. Be close.
Half swing, but he went. Big strikeout with Polanco, leaving Harrison at second base for the time being. 1 down.
A little quicker breaking ball right there. So take a look right here. Polanco. Whoa, almost like Sano the other day. Didn't look like he went, but Polanco's called out. So Odorizzi picks up the strikeout, his first. Picked up 7 strikeouts in his outing against the Orioles in 6 innings. You know, Dick, one thing about the umpires, those players, the Twins, after they get the 3rd out, they come back in and sit down. The Pirates go out. Umpires are there. They're not moving. They're going to be cold. So you want to play to them right now. Be aggressive on that mound. Scouting report on Odorizzi, making his first career start against the Pirates. And very good interleague numbers. Again, 6-3, 3.3 ERA, and 17 previous interleague starts.
And a fastball for a strike. Molitor next to Derek Shelton. Check of the runner. Dozier trying to sneak behind Harrison.
It's not a bad play right there, because the Pirates do like to run a little bit. They've attempted 6 stolen bases already. They've been successful only 2 times, but Harrison with good speed. Don't pay attention to him, he may take off.
Nice block by Castro. If you watch the interleague games, I think you'll agree with me that American League teams are at a bit of a handicap, of course, with the pitchers hitting and all that. And in the games that I've covered with the Twins, it's been very much the case that the team that scores first really has the advantage. And then you add the fact that it seems that way in cold weather games too. We'll see who can break out on top here first. Popped up near second base. Morrison calling for it, and he'll let Dozier have it. 2 away. So far in the 4 games that the Twins have played, the team that scored first has won all 4. Here now, the Northland Ford defense for the Twins. Rosario, Buxton, Kepler across the outfield. Sano, Escobar, Dozier, and Morrison at first. And Jason Castro behind the plate. 2 down, and Harrison still at second base. Here's Josh Bell.
Josh Bell off to a good start, switch hitting first baseman.
So Odorizzi's gotten outs 1 and 2, just 1 more needed to strand the leadoff double. Up and away, ball 1. Clipping the inside corner. Rizzi will sit in the low 90s. We've seen 90. I don't think we've seen 91 yet. Did you feel like your velocity came down in cold weather at all?
Well, I never really thought about it, to be honest with you.
People didn't pay attention to velocity back in your day, did they?
All we knew was Nolan Ryan threw fast.
Down and away, and it's 2-1.
Odorizzi's always had good control. 712 innings pitched in the big leagues. He's averaged about 3 walks per 9 and about 8 strikeouts per 9.
Well, he got a big one in Polanco for the first out, and it's only big if he can get Bell for the 3rd out here. Keep that first run from scoring. Hit hard to center. Buxton back. He won't have a play. That ball is gone halfway off the batter's eye. Pirates break out on top. And Odorizzi, who pitched 6 shutout innings against the Orioles, is touched for a first inning home run like Lance Lynn.
Yeah, for Josh Bell, his first home run of the year. His rookie season last year, he came in with a bang when he hit 26 home runs and drove in 90 runs. So right here, got a fastball out over the plate. You can see about letter high. And he took it straight away center off the batter's eye. That is a blast. An early 2-0 lead.
He hit it a ton, and I think we saw maybe the effect of the wind too a little bit. The wind is blowing out toward left field once you get the ball airborne. But that would have been out in any case. That was very well
I think if the wind was blowing in, that still would have went out.
So a 2-0 Pirate lead, and now Corey Dickerson. Foul back. Of course, the Pirates got a 5-run first against Lance Lynn here 2 days ago. Now a 2-run home run by Josh Bell. Twins had a big first inning in Baltimore in the series finale. Lynn with some uncharacteristic control issues. Down and away, and it's 2-1 to Dickerson.
Corey Dickerson in his first season with the Pirates, 28-year-old, came up with the Rockies, spent some time with the Rays, made the All-Star team for the Tampa Bay Rays last year.
And way out in front of the off-speed pitch.
So these two guys were teammates over the last couple of years, Odorizzi and Dickerson.
And you got Morrison over at first base for the Twins.
Yep.
2 strikes now. Sano will swing over to the right side of the infield. And lifted foul. You'll see as we track foul balls an awful lot of empty seats here. Twins appealed to have this game be played in the afternoon. The Pirates wanted a night game, presumably to attract more fans.
How'd that work out?
2-2. Roll to the right side. Dozier waits for it. Waits for Morrison to get to the bag. A double, a home run, and a quick start for the Pirates. Pirates this year, but they're off to a good start.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, 4-0 record so far. They're the last defeated team in Major League Baseball. And you can see those final undefeated teams, how they've done in the past. You don't know.
Been a long time since they've gone 5-0.
Yep.
So
let's hope that doesn't happen.
See if Bell's home run holds up tonight or not. Logan Morrison will lead things off for the Twins, and then Eduardo Escobar and Max Kepler. Twins almost came all the way back from a 5-0 hole here on Tuesday.
Well,
no,
Morrison,
actually, that was Monday, wasn't it?
Yep. Morrison just needs a hit right here.
Chipped foul, 1 strike.
Just seemed like he's been taking a lot of pitches, and just kind of, if you're a guess hitter, you know, he's looking, change up something off speed, and they throw the fastball, and it's almost, you're not in the same thought process right now. 0 for 11 so far.
Up and in, 1-1. The infield playing in a severe pull shift. The outfield actually playing Morrison a little bit to the opposite field. To the right side, easy play for Bell. To the bag, 1 away. Nova smile on his face, and he must enjoy pitching in this stuff because, again, last year he was the National League Pitcher of the Month in the season's first month. Had a couple of complete games. You talked about his control. That's the biggest issue, I would think, for a pitcher on a frigid day, is being able to feel and control the baseball. But he had 6 starts in a row where he didn't allow a walk, so he's got pretty good command.
Yeah, he did. That's one thing he did talk about to the media after that game in Detroit, is that he just didn't feel like he had a good feel for that baseball in his hand because of the cold weather. Well, I'm sure this weather here is about the same as it was in Detroit on opening day for the Pirates and the Tigers.
1-1 to Escobar.
Nova, good size for a man, 6'5", 240, 31 years old, as I mentioned, from the Dominican Republic.
And Escobar gets the first hit. That ball will get to the corner, and it'll be an extra base hit. And Escobar will slam on the brakes as much as you can on a frigid night. He's got a 1-out double.
You know, we highlighted Escobar at the top of the show about what he means to this ball club and what he has meant to the Twins since he came over back in 2012. Just so valuable. He can play so many different positions. But I think what we've seen the last, especially last year, a lot of extra base hits too. 21 home runs last year. This is his 3rd double of the year to go along with this home run.
Here's Max Kepler. The big RBI double in the game on Monday, and he takes inside, ball 1. Kepler with a home run in Baltimore. Off to a good start. The double came against a left-handed reliever. That was encouraging to see for Max. This one driven to left, and retreating is Dickerson. Pretty well hit ball for out number 2. And it'll bring up Byron Buxton. Byron hit one ball very hard in a key spot, and would have tied the game, but it was caught. Hit it right on the button in the 4-run 6th inning.
Well, the Pirates got a 2-out hit from Bell. Let's see if Buxton can get a 2-out hit here. Maybe score Escobar.
Chop foul, 1 strike. That buzzed the tower of our good old friend Robbie Intzmakowski down there.
Robbie down in the camera well down the 3rd base side.
His hands haven't gotten any better than when he did Twins games. 1 strike. And now 2.
Boy, that's a key for any pitcher. You know, he struck out Sano looking on that good fastball away, and that last fastball, almost the same one that Struck out Sano. Good location, fastball down and away. You see the snow coming down a little bit harder.
Swings foul. It's been an interesting phenomenon weather-wise here. Snow showers throughout the afternoon and early evening. Several times snowing pretty good, but the sun shining at the same time.
Yeah.
Here we are. Heat rises, right? So we're up as high as you can be.
That's why I'm standing.
So you want a little half-degree higher. Okay.
And we're up here too, believe me.
Buxton takes inside 1-2. Broke out the stocking cap. I was smart enough to pack 2 of them for the road trip, and then the other day left both of them in the hotel room. That's not very bright of me.
Well, now you're 15.
I've lost 15 IQ points with my appearance. 1-2. And pulled foul.
A little out in front of that breaking ball. Nova has 69 major league wins, 55 losses in 161 starts, 174 games. Did some relieving when he first came up with the Yankees.
Somebody in the booth said it was 38 degrees. I appreciate the .7. It just feels warmer. And Buxton hanging tough.
Yeah, good at bat for Byron so far. See if he can win this battle.
Of course, there's no point in complaining about the weather. A, you can't do anything about it. And B, this is going to be pretty much what the homestand, or at least the start of it's going to be like. Another 1-2 to Buxton. 2-2. Seven pitches in this at bat. Have hit a couple of balls hard last 2 times up. Escobar's double, Kepler's line out. 2-2. Foul tip, and Cervelli hangs on. The Twins strand Escobar at second. It's still 2-0 Pittsburgh. The starting pitching was in the Baltimore series. Odorizzi, Gibson, Barrios, and they all got better than the previous day's pitcher.
Got 21 shutout innings, yeah, and then yesterday's ball, or excuse me, a couple days ago.
Lance Lynn had a tough time in the first inning, had a tough time throwing strikes, and one that he would like to forget, and one he will improve upon. Gave up a grand slam and 5 runs in the first inning. Odorizzi getting out of that first with just a 2-run home run. It'll be Cervelli, Moran, and Rodriguez here in the second inning. Up and away, ball 1. Popped up right side, spins back into the seats, and it's 1-1. Hey, there's a doubleheader day for Fox Sports North. We got hockey coming up after the Twins telecast, and without much of an exaggeration, instead of sprinkling the infield here, they could have run the Zamboni across the infield. I got a bottle of water set up here, and I'm not going to drink it. I'm just going to see if it's frozen by the end of this game. Way out in front, and it's 1-2.
Cervelli completely fooled by that breaking ball right there. Tell you what, I've always liked this kid right here, Cervelli. You know, when he was with the Yankees, kind of a backup catcher, he's really done a good job here. You can see him way out front. Good slow breaking ball.
I want you to tell the fans how, on a very cold day, a pitcher can throw a curveball like the one we just saw.
Pine tar, no. Well, I mean, you watch Odorizzi between innings, getting a blow on his hand between pitches, and that helps keep the warmth a little bit of moisture on your hands, rather than it freezing. And to throw a baseball right here, you know, we've heard pitchers already in the cold weather complain that, you know, the ball's very slick. You see him rubbing up that baseball, trying to get a good grip. So you can throw a good breaking ball, and the curveball comes off the seam of the baseball, not the cowhide of it. You'd want to utilize the seams to create that spin.
Full count. And a pop-up that'll get back into the seats again. Now, your first answer was pine tar, but that's an all but accepted practice when it's cold, right? I mean, from both dugouts don't want a ball sliding or slipping out of a pitcher's hand and hitting somebody.
Yeah, and it's not pine. It's more of a just a kind of a, I don't know, there's a spray. Tony Oliva had a spray out there that you could put on your bat or your hand, and it would just create some type of friction. So a lot of times it was in my coat pocket. I don't know how it got there.
Well, you couldn't take an aerosol can with you.
No, on your coat when you're sitting on the bench.
Okay. All right.
Kind of like me and Gaylord with, you know, when I played with Gaylord Perry, he had the Vaseline with him.
Checked his swing, or did he? Yes, he did. And Cervelli works a leadoff walk here in the second inning. People do whatever they can when it gets cold. Marty Gellner, Jason Castro is doing what he can to stay warm too.
He is, and so is Eduardo Escobar wearing that face mask. He also wore it on Monday, and I asked him if it affected his peripheral vision at all. He said, no, it didn't. But you know how middle infielders use that open mouth, closed mouth to indicate who's covering second base on a double play, like these guys are going to have to do here? Well, Brian Dozier told me he looked over at Escobar at one point on Monday, and he couldn't tell which sign Escobar was giving him, the open mouth or closed mouth, because of the mask. It was too far in his mouth. And he said, I told him, pull that thing down. So Esky's going to have to be conscious of that in situations just like this.
A lot of times, yes, you will. You know, they have to know if a fastball's coming, breaking ball's coming, and they'll kind of communicate between each other by an open mouth type for maybe for the fastball, closed mouth for a breaking ball or changeup.
Popped up, and Sano's got a long run near the tarp, and it is out of play. I don't know, the players like Escobar wearing it, it's not something along the lines of a balaclava. You probably don't know what that is, but it's you know, kind of a ski mask type thing, but the face part is open. One and one. Moran had to hit the big grand slam in that 5-run first inning here on Monday.
Yeah, quite a way to make his Pirates home debut with that first inning grand slam.
call. Now, his uncle terrorized the Twins when he was with the Orioles and before that with the Brewers. Colin Moran's uncle is B.J. Surhoff. Twins fans who were around back in that time remember, left-handed hitter again, really had a lot of success, got some big hits against the Twins, and wouldn't you know it, first time in the box against the Twins, Colin Moran hits a grand slam. Checked his swing and taken a little bit low, 2-2.
Yeah, Moran last couple seasons with the Houston Astros. I was watching the Astro game last night. They have given away now over 13. They plan on giving over 1,300 World Series rings.
Have you seen the ring?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's huge.
Yep.
2-2 to Colin Moran. Swing and a miss. Rizzi gets a strikeout, this time on a fastball.
Well, that's that fastball that works so well in Baltimore, that high fastball that I know Jonathan Scope unable to hold up on it, just above the belt. Picks up his second strikeout.
Well, the number 8 batter, Sean Rodriguez, he's in because Jordy Mercer jammed a finger sliding into the first base bag in Monday's game. Not on the disabled list, but unable to play today. And Rodriguez has been a pretty valuable utility player over the years.
Yeah, he's in his 11th major league season. Never really got a starting job. He's always been a utility guy that can play all over the field.
On the outside corner, a strike. This day when almost half the teams have 13 pitchers, utility players, and how utility they are. How many different positions they can play are just invaluable for teams. Twins have 12 pitchers. The Pirates have 13 on the roster, and really need somebody like a Rodriguez, the super utility player.
As the Twins have Escobar. Now Escobar's forced into that, shortstop job.
Now Adrianza might be the utility player now, with Escobar seeing everyday duty.
Yep.
0-2. Up and in. So important to get the number 8 batter because Nova, the pitcher, is in the on-deck circle.
Good fastball up and in right there on Rodriguez. .35 pitches already for Odorizzi. Trying to get the second out here in the second inning.
To left, and Rosario makes the play when playing some tricks with it, out number 2. And now here comes Nova, who has been a really good pitcher and not so much on the hitting side of it. 5 hits and 91 at bats. An .055 career hitter.
Yeah, he does have 14 sacrifices, but this is not a sacrifice situation.
1 out maybe, but now with 2. Subject to pitchers who can hit. Notable that Shohei Ohtani hit a home run against Corey Kluber tonight.
Well, he hit a second then.
Yeah, he hit one against Timlin yesterday, and he hit one against Corey Kluber early in that game today.
I was watching that ball game last night. He definitely has that uppercut swing. You pitch him, well, belt high and up.
And now Odorizzi falls behind 2-0. Last year, Nova was 1 for 51. 1 hit in 51 at bats.
Hey, he got 1.
There's a strike, 2-1. strike two. Rizzi trying to pitch around the leadoff walk. Cervelli really earned that walk. Chop to the right side, and Dozier has plenty of time. He can shovel it to Morrison, and Cervelli's left at first. It's 2-0. The Pirates in front, and Brian Dozier will hit in the top of the third. MLB.TV. Your subscription includes MLB at Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Dick Bramer, Burt Blyleven, Marnie Gellner here in snowy Pittsburgh. Twins hoping to head home and start their first homestand with a 3-2 mark. Took 2 out of 3 in Baltimore, and the 2 losses by 1 run each. And with a snow squall hitting the ballpark here, Jason Castro will lead off the third for the Twins. Down and in, ball 1. We didn't know how good we had it in Baltimore, and it wasn't real pleasant there after opening day. Tell you what.
Well, this is what we saw earlier, Dick. You know, flashes of this, and then all of a sudden the sun comes out. So hopefully this will go away soon.
I think you and I are going to be stunned when we get to Target Field tomorrow to see the tremendous job done by the grounds crew, the Twins staff, asked to grab a shovel today and help shovel out the concourse area. It's going to look like a snowflake had never hit the ballpark, I think, by tomorrow. And it took a lot of work by a lot of people today to make it as nice as it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you all.
3-1. Odorizzi on deck. Pulled on the ground, 2 hops to Bell. 1 away, and that means Odorizzi will swing away. It's a long homestand that actually ends in Puerto Rico. The games on the 17th and 18th will be played in San Juan, and the times listed on the schedule are our air times with our pregame show. So we'll hit the air tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central before the Twins Mariners start playing a little after 3 o'clock. Then an off day on Friday. Odorizzi takes low, ball 1. Odorizzi 2 hits in 15 at bats. He's driven in 3 runs. He's got a couple of sacrifice bunts, and he's only struck out 6 times. Chip shot foul over the Twins dugout.
He even drew a walk.
One and one to Odorizzi. At the knees, 1-2. And now 2-2. Castro putting the gear on here after his ground out. 2-2. Side 3-2.
So we saw a couple minutes ago, the snow flurries pretty much gone now.
Yeah, that's kind of the way the afternoon and evening has gone here. On the ground towards the hole. Odorizzi jogging to first base. He's retired. Put the ball in play. 2 down. That'll bring up Brian Dozier. 3 times already this year has gone deep.
Yeah, Brian, you know, got a fastball right there in Baltimore. Remember that first pitch of the ball game? Got the Twins on the board. And another solo home run. And then here a couple of days ago in game 1 against the Pirates, their home opener, a solo home run. So the Twins have 8 home runs. Brian with 3 of them. Just that all of them have been solo home runs.
Dozier with a ground ball to third his first time up. On the outside corner. Speed pitch for a strike, and it's 0-2. Chopped foul.
You know what you have here tonight too is Nova and Cervelli. They were teammates in New York, so you got a pitcher and a catcher that have a long relationship. Cervelli came up with the Yankees. Nova came up with them in 2010.
Down and away.
Wiggle, changeup.
A drive to left field. Brian Dozier hits one. Gone off the top of the fence and then into the seats. His 4th home run of the year.
And another solo home run, but the Twins are on the board thanks to Brian Dozier. Changeup that got left up a little bit. And Brian pulling that ball as he does so well.
Looking at Chris Conroy, and he waited to see where that ball landed after the bounce. He thought at least that it hit right on top of the wall.
Right, that's what it looked like right here. Dickerson going over. I believe it went over the fence. Then ricocheted out toward a little bit further out. So Dickerson, good effort, but runs out of room. Then the ball caroms out toward left field even further.
Out of the backstop, Rosario takes ball 1, so the Twins are on the board. Dozier's now homered in 4 straight. Two to 1 ball game, 1-0 to Eddie Rosario. Now a fastball stuck on the outside corner, 1-1.
First home run that Nova has allowed, just being his 2nd start.
Close pitch, 2-1.
Last year, Nova made 31 starts. He allowed 29 home runs in 187 innings pitched.
Chopped up the right side. Bell stumbles and just barely got it to Nova before Rosario got to the bag. The Twins get yet another solo home run. Yet another one from Brian Dozier. They're on the board, and it's 2-1. Cut through the hype. Catch Speak for Yourself with Colin Coward and Jason Whitlock. Weekdays at 4 p.m. Central, only on FS1. Let me correct myself. Brian Dozier with 4 home runs in the last 3 games. Not home runs, not a single home run in 4 straight.
Let's take a look right here. You see Bell kind of having a little trouble.
The bag with the odd foot.
Yeah.
The inside foot. Now Sano gets the second hop. And quickly over to Morrison, and quickly Harrison is retired. 1 down. And that'll bring up Gregory Polanco.
Just looking at Odorizzi's career with the Rays, he's a guy that throws a lot of pitches. You know, he doesn't have a complete game in his career. Very seldom will we get into the 7th and 8th inning because that pitch count mounts. He averages about 18 pitches per inning. And right now you need outs like Harrison hit right there. Just 1 out. 42 pitches right now for Odorizzi. So you need quick innings to get deeper in a ball game. Almost what Barrios did so well against the Orioles in Game 3. Ended up throwing 107 pitches in 9 shutout innings.
1-0 to Polanco. 2-0.
But very impressive numbers when the Twins ended up getting Odorizzi from the Rays back in February. Opponents coming into this year hitting only 235 off of them. Left-handers 220, right-handers 248. Those are good numbers.
3-0. Odorizzi with a leadoff walk to Cervelli in the second. Marte on deck. Dozier picks off the first bounce and throws to Morrison.
Polanco hit it sharply, but Dozier going to his left to get that out. 2 straight ground ball outs. Last 3 outs have been on the ground.
We've talked about shifts in relation to the Twins hitters, and if you don't combat the shift, if you don't have bat control,
you don't get the hits to the open part of the field, but you also, of course, hit right into them. That ball was, 5 years ago, that ball's a base hit to right field.
Exactly.
And it's not these days. Starling Marte with the bases empty and 2 down. Down and away, ball 1.
Showing bunt right there. Sano was playing at deep third base, had to come charging in. Now he gets about even with the bag now. And backpedaling again.
2-0. Through the shift to left center field. Rosario cuts it off, a 2-out single for Marte.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard right there. Marte from the Dominican Republic.
That'll bring up Josh Bell, who clobbered one halfway up the batter's eye in center field to put the Pirates up 2-0.
Again, last year was his rookie year. He did come up in 2016 for a little bit, but 26 home runs last year. And you saw the launch angle there, the exit velocity. Yeah, that ball was hit very sharply, and it went a long way.
Marte at first with 2 down. Odorizzi giving Marte kind of a quick move over there. We haven't seen much of Odorizzi's move. He didn't have any base runners in the Oriole game.
Quick feet. Not too many pitchers have that. Kirk McCaskill with the Angels had the quickest I remember, but try to hold it.
Fastball missing high.
Marte's a guy that might try to steal a base. Marte has tried 2 stolen bases, 1 successful so far. With a quick turn by Odorizzi. 182 career stolen bases for Marte in his 7th season with the Pirates.
Might be the quickest right-handed move the Twins have had since Jesse Crane. Remember Jesse and how
Jesse, quick feet. Yeah.
Very quick feet. Teams rarely ran against him. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. 1-1.
There's been 29 stolen bases against Odorizzi, but 19 have been caught. So 48 total on my California math.
48 attempts. Up and in. 2-1. Long hold and a snap throw again. Lifted down the left field line. Sano chasing it. Rosario has room to make the play in the little notch area there. And Odorizzi pitches a scoreless third. It's a 1-run game. All right, thank you. Looking forward to getting home and looking forward to seeing emerald green grass at Target Field, and that doesn't come easily. It comes with a lot of work. Glad that Jeff showed you some video of the hard work that went on today. Miguel Sano leading off the fourth for the Twins. Swing and a miss. Nova cut him up, carved him up on 3 pitches. Sano took 3 strikes in his first inning at bat. Now being admonished by Field and Culbreth to tuck in his pocket. Driven to right. It is high. It is deep. It is gone, I believe. No, it's still in play, and Sano has a double. It hit high off the scoreboard, but not into the second level. And it is a double. They're going to take a look at it, the Twins are, to see where that ball hit.
Yeah, there's a netting there where fans are sitting there. It was over that, but then they have that yellow line. I don't know if it hit off that yellow line or not. It's a fastball away with his pocket tucked in. Remember that.
Paul Molitor is coming out to talk to home plate umpire Field and Culbreth. He may be asking a ground rule question. That ball hit up high, and they are going to challenge this.
Hit right on the railing.
So the Twins may have tied the game. And
there is some netting underneath that railing.
okay, first a conference by among the 4 umpires, and now a review. And this is not a managerial review here. This is to see whether the ball left the ballpark. That's in review terms, that's a freebie. So there's nothing to lose here for the Twins. And well, that was quick, if that's all it took.
Stay at second.
Stay at second base. It is a double.
I got a feeling it hit right off that railing and bounced back. If it goes, hits the railing and bounces over, of course, that's a home run.
Sano has gone oppo for one of his 2 home runs. He almost hit another one to right field, but instead it's a leadoff double. Twins with 3 extra base hits now. And Morrison will try to follow up Sano's hit with one of his own. It would be his first. He's 0 for 12. Up and in.
Take another look right here where it hits. Bounce back toward the field.
Yeah. There must have been an angle that was made it very clear the challenge didn't take very long at all. 1-0 to Morrison. Up the middle into the shift. Sano advances, and Morrison hits the ball sharply. Bell barely holds the bag at first, and the tying run's 90 feet away.
Good base running by Sano right there. That ball is hit to your left if you're a runner at second base. He took off even though Rodriguez was playing straight up the middle. Morrison, you mentioned 5 years ago, that's a base hit up the middle. Instead, the shift retires Morrison, but Sano moves over to third.
It's like Polanco's ball in the bottom of the third. Sharply hit. Morrison has nothing to show for it other than a productive out. And now Escobar, with the infield halfway drawn in, will try to tie the game at least. A double his last time up. And he takes up ball 1. That's to left. Backpedaling is Dickerson. Sano tags, and he can come home with the tying run. And the Twins take advantage of the leadoff double to even things here in the 4th.
Well, Escobar driving in his 4th run, but again, also credit Morrison on getting Sano over to third, and good base running by Sano getting to third on that ball hit up the middle.
Take another look at the Sano double.
Boy, good swing right there. Of course, Sano power to all fields.
Oh, yeah.
We'll hit below it. Yep.
Hit below the yellow bar. And this isn't a complaint. It's a fact of life here in Pittsburgh. We're so far away from it we can hardly see the baseball when it gets out that far. Strike one. Here's Kepler, line to left field, his first time up.
You know, that's a good way to score a run right there. That's a good team. Lead off double, next guy get him over to third, other guy knock him in. So 3 guys contributed right there to tying the game.
2 strikes to Kepler. Lifted to right, hanging in the air for Polanco. And he puts it away. The Twins tie it up thanks to Sano's leadoff double. And it's 2 apiece into the bottom of the 4th. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today. By Grand Casino, the best stories start here. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Twins fell behind quickly 2-0. Now they've tied it up as we head to the bottom of the 4th. A double by Sano. Sacrifice fly by Escobar. It's kind of a homecoming for you. You spent some happy years here in Pittsburgh playing for the Pirates.
Yeah. We are family. 1979 world champs.
Corey Dickerson will lead off the 4th against Jake Odorizzi.
Last time they went to the World Series, last time they won.
Well, we had an off day yesterday. Did you get out and revisit some of the old haunts at all?
No, I just walked around town. I came back up here to the stadium and walked down Clemente Bridge. Took some pictures. Got into the ballpark here. It's a beautiful ballpark, beautiful scenery.
Right field and down in front of Kepler for a leadoff single. Dickerson aboard, and that'll bring up Cervelli. Well, if you were here anyway, you and I both left our Blazers here in the booth.
Yes.
Why didn't you pick them up?
This was locked. I could only get to center field.
So you did try to get up here?
No. I knew it was safe.
Okay. Well.
Or they were safe.
It was a new Blazer for me, and I was worried that it was going to be one and done, you know, and thankfully it was here when we got up here.
Mine is old, and I didn't really care.
Which explains why you didn't bother coming up here. Cervelli walked leading off the 2nd, but was left at first base. Twins have just tied it up, and now Odorizzi would love to get a ground ball hit at somebody here. Way out in front, strike one. Rizzi's not had a 1-2-3 inning yet. A couple of extra base hits and 2 runs in the first, a walk in the second, a 2-out single in the third. And now the leadoff hit by Dickerson.
Try to keep the ball down. Odorizzi over his career more of a fly ball pitcher than ground ball pitcher.
Down and away.
Making his 128th major league start. He has 40 wins, 38 losses. Very good ERA at 3.8. In his 711 innings pitched, he's had 32 double plays turned behind him.
Four ground ball outs already tonight.
See if he can get number 5.
Right now, I would imagine Dickerson and Morrison are going, you know what? When we played at Tropicana Field, we didn't have to deal with cold temperatures like this. It was 72 degrees, about the same number of people in attendance.
Well, we've both been to Tropicana Field. I bet you they're happy, even though it's cold out here, to not play in that place. With the catwalks all over the place.
The view here spectacular of downtown Pittsburgh. We got great views, of course, at Target Field. 2-1 to Cervelli. There goes the runner, and the pitch swung on and missed. Castro's throw a little bit behind the runner. Dozier actually made a nice play making the catch. The ball came close to hitting the runner Dickerson. It's a stolen base.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Dozier didn't come in front of the bag rather than behind the bag. We're going to take a look at it. Did he? No, Paul says no. Dickerson looking in, so a hit and run was on. To throw toward the second base side. Brian had to come off the bag. That's what it was.
A one-hop catch.
Whoa.
Ooh. Well, now you know why they took a look at it. They decided not to try to use a challenge here. Runner at second. 2-2 to the batter. Nobody out. And now a full count with Colin Moran on deck.
For Dickerson, his first stolen base of the year for the Pirates.
Driven to right. Kepler with the catch. Tagging is Dickerson. He'll advance to third, 1 away. So 1 down. Runner at third. Moran coming to the plate. Homestand starts tomorrow. The Twins, or the Mariners, will bring in Robinson Cano. They will bring in Ichiro. They will not bring in Nelson Cruz, who sprained an ankle getting into the dugout after his home run try.
Yeah, his second home run of the year. He was getting back into the dugout and slipped. And the x-rays were negative with the sprained ankle.
It's our Sanford Health injury report. Twins have the infield in now with 1 out and a runner at third. Moran struck out swinging his first time up.
Yeah, Pirates are trying to come right back to what the Twins were able to score a run. Base hit, stolen base. Now Dickerson at third.
Shaving the inside corner with an off-speed pitch. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I remember B.J. Surhoff. He was a good,
man.
Catcher.
He just wore the Twins out. Yeah. Through the drawn-in infield, right off the end of the bat. Morin rather hit it a ton 2 days ago in the first inning. That one right off the very end of the bat. The Pirates are back in front.
And he reached out and just found that hole right here. You can see the breaking ball, weighted back nicely, hit it sharply. Brian Dozier diving for it, but comes up short. Dickerson scores. 3-2, Pirates lead. And Moran picking up his 5th RBI of the year, thanks to the grand slam he hit yesterday.
Now Sean Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a fly to left his first time up. Moran with a healthy lead at first. Strike one. I wonder as baseball's analysis becomes more and more prevalent where the stolen base will fit in. Now this stolen base that Dickerson got this inning has already accounted for 1 run, and if they have a bigger inning, the stolen base might be maybe the biggest play of the whole inning. Maybe there will be more of an emphasis on the stolen base.
I think it will be to clubs that, you know, have to manufacture runs, and I think the Twins are probably one of those ball clubs. The Baltimore Orioles, no.
Not so much.
No.
Right. 1-1. And now 2-1. Pitch count mounting for Odorizzi. He's trying to wrap up business here in the 4th inning, but already 66 pitches.
He's threw 93 pitches in his 6 shutout innings against the Orioles. You can see the strike to ball ratio. 39 strikes.
High fly left field. And Rosario calling it, but the wind is taking it toward the gap. Moran played it 2/3 of the way. He'll retreat.
You know, the way that Rosario reacted right there and the way the flight of the ball looked, it almost looked like he didn't see the ball. But right there is almost like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might have lost it for a while.
Now I have it. And makes the catch for the 2nd out.
That's the base hit that put the Pirates back in front, and now the pitcher Ivan Nova put the ball in play, grounded to second to end the 2nd inning. Strike one.
See, if I'm pitching right there and Rosario did what he did, I'm backing up 3rd base because I didn't think he saw the ball. Twilight. The sun is setting behind the gray clouds.
One and one to the Pirate pitcher. Put in play again. Morrison retreating. And he's got it. Leadoff single, a 1-out single, and a stolen base sandwiched in between, and the Pirates are back in front. Celebrating with breakfast on the plaza. Drive through, bicycle, or walk up to grab a free ballpark fare breakfast. Plus, you can receive a free Fox Sports North poster and learn how you can watch the Twins on Fox Sports Go. Twins hoping to open up the homestand with a 3-2 mark. Down a run here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it'll be Kyle Gibson on the mound for the Twins tomorrow against James Paxton. be our first left-handed starter that the Twins will see.
And you can see we got a little snow squall here again at PNC Park. Century Link, what's next? The Twins won't face Felix Hernandez, as King Felix is pitching right now against the Giants in San Francisco. But they get James Paxton, Mike Leake, and Marco Gonzalez, Gibson, Barrios, and Lynn going for the Twins. That's our Century Link, what's next. Byron Buxton will hit next, and then Jason Castro and Jake Odorizzi. Buxton had kind of a long at bat. He ended up striking out on a foul tip. And we talked about the value of the stolen base, and if Byron can get aboard here, down and away, ball one. The Twins might answer the Pirate run in similar fashion. I believe at home we got a few snow globes. I believe we have a snow globe with a baseball field in the middle of it.
Kind of looks like this.
It kind of looks like this right now.
Well, quit shaking it, would you?
There's probably something on the bottom. You crank it and the plays take me out to the ball game. I think we've got that. Driven hard to left and leaping and making the catch is Dickerson. Very similar to the ball he hit here on Monday. An absolute bullet nearly over the left fielder's head.
Yeah, Dickerson almost got caught going in a little bit too quick because Buxton gave it a ride. Breaking ball that stayed up a bit. Dickerson first move was in, then the leap. Able to come down with that. First out. Almost a snow cone.
Appropriately. Here's Castro. Got a ground ball to first on a 3-1 pitch, and he takes inside ball one. And Nova wants a warmer baseball.
Good luck with that. See him blowing on his hands, trying to keep those fingers turning red.
2-0. Castro hit a home run in Baltimore. Nova fell behind Castro again in his first at bat before getting him on a ground ball. Right, it's 2-1.
This will be pitch number 60 for Nova. Very good strike to ball ratio so far.
The 3-1 count to Castro with Odorizzi on deck.
39 strikes out of the 60 he has thrown so far.
Same thing, the exact same at bat on a 3-1 count and a 2-hopper to Bell.
Yeah, Bell has been busy over first base.
Two down, and now Odorizzi. Put the ball in play, hit a ground ball to short. Down and away, ball one. What was your mindset when you were over here in the National League pitching against the opposing pitcher?
It's an out you have to get. It's an out.
But, I mean, you didn't throw the curveball to the other pitcher, did you?
Depends on if they threw me one, then I threw them one. And I knew I had a better one than
right.
that I swung at, yeah.
I just wondered if there was, a little professional courtesy, that, okay, I'll just throw you fastballs and you just throw me fastballs. And
depends on the hitter. I mean, if he's a good hitter, he could throw me a fastball. He didn't have to worry about it.
2-2.
One thing with the Pirates, we have some good hitting pitchers like Jim Rooker, John Candelaria, Bibby. I could name the whole staff other than me.
Okay.
Because I was not.
3-2 to Odorizzi. Dozier on deck, looking for a chance here.
If I did not get an opportunity to bunt, my goal was to swing at the first pitch and hope I make contact.
Full count. And strikeout ends the inning, and Nova has a 1-2-3 fifth.
There she is. There you go, young lady.
She looks a little cold.
You are hereby circled. There's another. There you go. Good to see some Twin fans here.
I met a few of them right before game time, coming all the way out here to catch the Twins at this beautiful ballpark. Probably not planning on weather like we've had. Odorizzi's given up 3 runs through 4 innings, and now he'll face the top of the Pirate lineup, starting with Josh Harrison. Pirates will come to the Twin Cities later this summer when it's warmer in August.
That's a 2-game series too, I believe.
Yes, yep. As it is with Milwaukee and Cardinals. It's a 2-2. Pretty good baseball man there, Clint Hurdle, former American League Rookie of the Year and really good manager with the Rockies. Now here with Pittsburgh. Harrison, Polanco, and Marte in the 5th inning. Up and in, ball 1.
Yeah, just go back. The Brewers, we played 3 times at our place and 3 times there. So
that's right. Yeah, it's a 3-3 with Milwaukee this year. You're right. Yep. Inside, and it's 2-0. Harrison doubled to start the ball game, scored on the Bell home run. Then Odorizzi got him to bounce out to Sano the 2nd time up. And now 3-0. Pirates got a leadoff single, scored a run in the 4th. Odorizzi issued a leadoff walk in the 2nd. He's only gotten the leadoff man out once, and that was in the 3rd inning. Fouled back, green lighted on 3-0. Already seen that a few times from Clint Hurdle, giving this young, they hope, nucleus of a good ball club eventually.
Well, Harrison, one of those leaders too. 7th year, he's made the All-Star team a couple times. Made it last year, first time in 2014 for the Pirates. He's a scrappy player.
3-2.
They list him at 5'8", about 185, out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Originally signed by the Cubs out of the University of Cincinnati back in 2008. Joined the Pirates in 2011.
Chopper. Sano has it, fires on the run. One away.
Good comeback right there by Odorizzi. Falling behind 3-0, got the out.
I have to do some jumping jacks up here. That's what I do when I'm sitting outside ice fishing and it's too cold. Do about 15 jumping jacks and you feel great.
When you're ice fishing, you're in a house though, right?
No, sometimes I am. Sometimes
ready to do some jumping jacks? Perry Castellano, if we did jumping jacks, you ready?
Ready?
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Perry Castellano
5,
is jealous.
6, 7.
That's way too
8,
many. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
9. I said 15.
I don't want you to
11,
fall down here.
12, 13.
You might
14,
hit your head.
15. There we go.
Good job. Feel better?
Feels like it's 70 degrees outside. No, you do that when you're sitting outside on a bucket and the fish aren't biting and it's cold. You do 15 jumping jacks and just warms you right up.
Why are you breathing so heavy?
This is 15 jumping jacks. Taken low, and it's 1-1. You quit at what? 7?
6.
6?
Yeah. I'm older than you are. A couple more days, I'm going to be older yet.
Two and 1. Rizzi would love to have what Nova had in the 5th inning, a 1-2-3 inning.
Had 2 1-2-3 innings in that outing against the Orioles, looking for his first here tonight.
2-2. And with the count evening, Sano swings to the right side and Escobar goes back to the left side of the infield. To say it's, you know, a shift, it doesn't do it justice. It changes from count to count as to who does what. And now Sano has swung over where Escobar roughly was when the count was 2-1. And now 3-2. You got more on the shifting, Marnie?
Well, I asked Miguel Sano specifically about when he jogs to that other side of second base, if that's awkward at him at all, awkward for him at all. And he said it was at first when they first started doing it a couple of years ago, but he said we've done it so much, we did it especially a lot in spring training, that it's now a normal routine for him. And then I asked him about turning a double play, because you know that's coming. And he said he was really excited about that. He said, oh yeah. And remember, he signed as a shortstop too. He said, I've turned a lot of double plays, and he said, just you watch. When I turn one, it's going to be a bullet.
And if you're sliding into second, get down.
Remember that game in Baltimore? I think it was game 2. He was shifted around. Remember, he was all over the field out there.
Right, caught a couple of pop-ups in the outfield.
Yep.
A one-out walk for Polanco, and now Starling Marte.
And now you have the speedy Polanco at first base.
And down the middle of strike. Rizzi, of course, didn't give up a run in Baltimore. Now with the pitch count climbing into the low 80s, Taylor Rogers is getting loose. And the pitch is up. Heck of a ball game going in Anaheim. Cleveland and the Angels tied at 2 going into the 11th inning.
Watching Odorizzi, we talked about his quick feet to throw over to first base. He's pretty quick home too. Doesn't bring that left knee up too high, more of a slide step toward home plate.
Missing inside.
High chopper over the mound. It's a helicopter. Goes over the stadium.
That never gets old. You catch, you know, high chopper over the mound. 2-1. Just inside, 3-1. And Josh Bell on deck. A walk put Polanco on first. This might be Odorizzi's last man. With Rogers warmed up. Another walk.
Walks.
Back-to-back walks, and now 3 issued by Odorizzi. And here comes Paul Mullen.
Yeah, Bell being a switch hitter most of his at-bats so far as a left-handed hitter, but he is 2 for 2 as a right-handed hitter. Taylor Rogers working his way in.
Odorizzi gets the ball game into the 5th inning. 4 1/3 innings tonight so far. 3 runs allowed. Quite a bit different here, and the results predictably, I think, not quite as good.
Well, the first 4 innings went okay. Just made the mistake to Bell that hit the 2-run home run to give him a 2-0 lead. The Pirates settled down nicely, did give up a run in the 4th inning. But now leaves with a couple of runners on, so it'll be Taylor Rogers, who worked here a couple days ago, making his 2nd appearance. He worked here Monday afternoon. Threw 11 pitches in that outing, got a double play ball after he gave up a base hit to the first man he sees, Josh Bell.
Some speed on the bases. Polanco at second, Marte at first, 1 down. And ball 1 almost looked like it might have been a cross-up. And here comes Castro. This, I believe, is Jason's first trip to the mound of the year, and it's because of the cross-up.
But I don't believe this is considered one, is it? If they're crossed up,
you got crossed up there.
I don't believe they consider that a trip.
Well, they just took one off the Twins board there.
I thought I read in the rules that if there's a cross-up, that it's not considered a trip to the mound. Unless
if you've exhausted your trips. So the Twins have 5 left. But that's one that, I mean, that's frustrating, I'm sure, for Taylor and for Jason, because that's something that shouldn't have happened. You just brought the guy into the mound, and you should get all that squared up before the first pitch. They're lucky that the runners didn't advance on. 2-0. Key part of the ball game here suddenly, with the Pirates up a run and threatening again. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. 2-1. Swing and a miss again.
Good fastball, good location. One thing Taylor worked on in spring training was a changeup, but I don't think we're going to see too many changeups. It's hard to work on a pitch for a reliever. He's basically fastball, two types of curveballs, slower curveball and then the strike me out curveball. A little harder.
2-2 from Rogers to Bell.
Good.
And I'll make this observation with a very small sample size. Bell's swing isn't as threatening from the right side as the left side.
Tell you what, those were nasty pitches, though, down and away that had a little bit of a two-seam sink to it. So take a look at the little movement right there. You see a little bit of a movement. Great pitch, 91 miles an hour on the black.
2 down, 2 on. And now Dickerson led off the fourth with a single, stole a base, and scored on Moran's base hit through a drawn-in infield. Big wave and a miss.
Yeah, good curveball right there by Taylor. Taylor, 27 years old. He's starting his 3rd season with the Twins. Very consistent year last year out of that bullpen. 69 relief appearances, an ERA at 3.07, which is very good for a reliever.
1 strike. Base hit, left field. Rosario charges. They're going to send the runner. Here's Rosario's throw to the plate. Right on target. A strike from Rosario to Castro to cut down the run.
What a great throw on a cold evening. Rosario, even though he probably didn't have a lot of feel in those fingers, that throw was perfect.
Eddie, of course, had the elbow issue in spring training, but plenty of heat behind that throw. Opening day is Sunday, April 8th. The Twins taking on the Mariners. And kids 12 and younger can play interactive games, get autographs from a Twins player, run the bases after the game, maybe have a snowball fight. The first 5,000 kids 12 and younger receive a TC front pocket shirt. You can learn more at twinsbaseball.com/kids opening or call 800-33-TWINS. And we are underway with Brian Dozier leading off the Twins' 6th inning. Twins down a run. Dozier started the Twins comeback with a solo home run in his 3rd inning at bat, bouncing out to 3rd in the 1st inning. Down and away, and it's 1-1. Dozier, Rosario, and Sano
Pitch number 70 for Nova.
Taken low, 2-1. Nova, as we described him, a control pitcher earlier, has shown that control under adverse circumstances here tonight. Tap foul, 2-2. Down and away, 3-2. Twins would love to get a leadoff man on. They've only gotten one leadoff man on. That was in the fourth when Sano doubled off the fence in right. Rosario waiting on deck. Just missed the outside corner. A very close pitch, and Dozier takes a walk.
That is a first walk for Nova in the ball game. Tried that fastball down and away.
Good call, according to our Fox tracks. And here is Rosario. Came up with a big throw in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Yeah, he comes in nicely, got it on a nice hop, and in all one motion, made a strike toward home plate. Brought Castro up the line a little bit. And Castro made a nice tag and kept the ball in the glove.
That to the backstop. Dozier will go to second. Wild pitch. And the tying runs in scoring position with nobody out. Rosario with a pop to second and a ground ball to first. Big pop up near home plate, and Cervelli doesn't see it. That ball lands in fair territory, and now they get the out at first, and now trying for third is Dozier, and he is safe. The wind howling over the shell of this ballpark blew that ball back into fair territory, and you have to wonder whether the snowflakes falling down didn't bother Cervelli. He lost track of it, and the ball landed about 2 feet in fair territory.
And Rosario, thinking that this ball is foul, he doesn't run to first. You can see he's upset. All of a sudden it hit in fair territory. And he's thrown out at first. And a little one hop over to third by Bell. Let's see, who threw this ball? Harrison did. And Brian able to get that left hand on the bag before the tag can be applied.
Pirates looked at it, and now here will be a trip to the mound by Cervelli. The Pirates are apparently going to bring the infield in with Sano at the plate. Boy, the snow is just pouring over the right field side here. And looking down, it doesn't seem so bad, but when you look at it horizontally, man alive, its snow is really coming into this ballpark, and Sano asks for time now. A walk, a wild pitch, a curious way to get the runner from second to third. And now Sano at the plate with the tying run 90 feet away. Bounced through the hole into right center field, and Dozier trots in with the tying run. Sano with 2 hits tonight, and it's 3 apiece.
And both hits going the other way. The double off of the wall, high wall in right field, right there, jumping on the first fastball. And just bouncing it to second, but you see the shift, big hole right there, as Harrison was shading him up the middle. And we got a tie ball game.
And a trip to the mound by the pitching coach now. It's interesting, Nova might be experiencing here in the 6th inning what Odorizzi did in the 5th. Fairly good control, but at some point the elements, the fatigue, seemed to get to Odorizzi. He had to come out in the 5th inning. Nova issued a walk to Dozier. Wild pitched him to second. Temperatures dropped down to 35 now. Who cares about the humidity? Do you really care about the humidity? What about the wind blowing up the Allegheny River at 22 miles per hour? You know, it's not the cold, it's the humidity. Has anybody ever said that? No. And Nova will be left in here. He'll pitch to Morrison, who would love to get his first Twins hit here. Davidas Neverauskas is warming up. Down and in, nearly to the backstop again. Morrison hit the ball hard up the middle in his 4th inning at bat, but right into the shift for an out. He did advance Sano from 2nd to 3rd.
Ooh, good swing there. He's had some good swings. I say you're talking about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch from making good solid contact. It's a fastball. See that uppercut swing a bit.
And looking to take their first lead of the series. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Two groundouts tonight for Morrison. Inside 1-2, or excuse me, 2-2.
Yeah, 4 straight fastballs so far to Morrison.
Switch hitting Eduardo Escobar on deck. Drilled to the corner, fair into the corner. Sano wheeling around second. The ball stuck in the corner. Sano to third. They'll hold him there. Sano's coming through the stop sign, and he will score. Gene Glenn tried to stop him. Sano looked in the corner and decided to go on his own, and the Twins take the lead.
Well, I was watching Miguel Sano as he went from 2nd to 3rd. He kind of slowed up a little bit, but then as he rounded 3rd base, he decided on his own because Gene Glenn had held up the stop sign. But you see where that ball was hit in the pad, stopped in that corner. And then the relay throw all the way from right field by Harrison. And Sano, you see Gene say, okay, go ahead and go. You better score. And he does.
Gene said, watch the ball, watch the cutoff man. And Sano on his own scores. The Twins take the lead, scoring at least a couple against Nova, who comes out with 1 out in the 6th.
And Logan Morrison picks up his first hit as a Twin, and it produces a run. Kick it in, big guy. Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC.
Davidas Neverauskas, Lithuanian relief pitcher for the Pirates, comes in to face Eduardo Escobar. Morrison at second, one away. Pitches up, ball one.
Neverauskas pitched here on Monday, an inning and a third, just allowed a walk through 21 pitches, 11 for strikes. Did hit a batter.
Escobar with two big at-bats already, or plate appearances, a double with one out in the second.
Well, Morrison finally caught up to a fastball right there. It was down in the zone. And Sano on his own ends up sticking that left hand on the plate before he could, Cervelli could apply the tag. So Morrison picking up an RBI, his first on his first hit.
2-0 to Escobar. Flipped foul out of play, 2-1. Talking about Escobar's at bats, a one-out double in the second. He was left there, and then he drove in what was then the tying run at 2 in the fourth inning with a fly ball to left. Twins taking advantage of the leadoff walk to Dozier. Remember the pitch that walked him? It was right there on the corner, just off the corner. Very close pitch, and that walk. There's a drive into the right field corner. And down for a hit. Morrison will round second. He will score. Escobar has another double, and the Twins take a 2-run lead.
A lot of extra base hits for Eduardo Escobar. It's his fourth double already, his second of the ball game. And Escobar picking up an RBI, his second of the ball game. Now with 5 on the season, jumped on that fastball right into the corner, makes Polanco again retrieve the ball and get it back in. And Morrison scores. So Twins having a very good 6th inning with 3 runs already on the board.
Kepler will bat. A couple of outfield flies for Kepler. One of them hit pretty well to the opposite field. And up and away, ball one. A 3-run 6th for the Twins. A 5-3 lead. To deep center. Heading back is Marte. And he makes the catch. And advancing from second to third is Escobar. Another well-hit ball off the bat of Kepler. 2 down now, and that'll bring up Buxton. Buxton has struck out and lined out to left field. 7th man to bat here in the 6th inning. Down and in, ball one.
You know, if I'm Nova, what I look at is that leadoff walk to Brian Dozier that kind of set this inning up.
Yeah. Credit the hitter.
Yep.
Brian did a really nice job taking that walk. That's opened the door to a big inning here. Buxton squares, and coming down the line was Escobar. Two and 0.
Neverauskas just 25 years old. Came up a little bit last year with the Pirates.
Ground ball and a fair ball right over the bag. Buxton flying around first. He'll get a double. And coming in to score is Escobar, and the Twins have a 4-run inning.
3rd double of the inning for the Twins. Buxton picking up an RBI, his 2nd of the year. Breaking ball down, right down that 3rd baseline. Moran can't get it. And Escobar scoring.
And that'll bring up Castro, the 8th man to bat.
For Buxton, his first double of the year.
We have a meeting on the mound, buying a little time because the Pirates want to make a pitching change. Neverauskas faces 3 men, gives up a pair of doubles, and left-hander Josh Smoker will come in to face Jason Castro. Good inning for the Twins as they score 4 and now lead by 3, and they're still not done. Four in the 6th inning on Monday and 4 here tonight. The only way to get tickets to the home opener tomorrow is to become a Twins season ticket holder. A limited number of full season tickets are still available and include tomorrow's game. Season ticket holders are also enrolled in the Sweet Spot Rewards program, which gives you access to many guaranteed benefits. Learn more at twinsbaseball.com/season tickets or call 800-33-TWINS. A momentum change in the bottom of the 5th inning, perhaps.
Yeah, the nice throw by Rosario, getting Polanco at home. That ended the inning. Then Dozier walked, 3 doubles, a single. All of a sudden, the Twins have a 6-3 lead.
Josh Smoker came in Monday, gave up a ringing double off the bat of Max Kepler, and now he'll face Jason Castro. Outside, ball 1. Robbie Grossman's in the on-deck circle, so if Castro extends the inning, Twins will send up Grossman. Castro has had the advantage of a 3-1 count twice tonight, and in each case hit a 2-hopper to Josh Bell. Inside, 2-0.
Smoker making his 3rd relief appearance. Hard throwing lefty in his first season with the Pirates, 2016-17 with the New York Mets.
And he hit to the outfield, should score that guy. 2-0 to Castro. Down the middle of strike. Novo sailing through 5, and then the leadoff walk was the beginning of the end. Inside, and Castro's got another 3-1 count. Don't hit it to Josh Bell.
No. Hit it past Josh Bell.
There's a walk to fill first base, and now Grossman will have a chance with 2 on and 2 out. The Twins will have batted around with the completion of the Grossman at bat. Robbie got a big pinch hit 2-run single in Baltimore. Other at bats have resulted in a strikeout. Down and in, ball 1. Trevor Hildenberger is warmed up as much as one can be on a night like this. Grossman takes outside 2-0.
Of course, Robbie with a very good eye.
Dozier hoping for a chance with his second plate appearance this inning. Grossman should get something good to hit here. Popped it up near the Twins dugout. Bell with room and the wind pushing it. He stays with it and makes the play. Good inning for the Twins. 4 runs scoring. And the Twins went from 3 down to up 6-3. Now have given Trevor Hildenberger a 3-run lead to work with.
Yeah, Trevor making his 3rd relief appearance. Trevor worked here on Monday afternoon. 1 shutout inning. Worked the 6th inning, a 1-2-3 inning.
Cervelli, Moran, and Rodriguez will hit here in the 6th. At the knees, strike 1. Cervelli with a walk and a fly ball to right. On the ground, Sano from behind the bag. Across to Morrison, 1 away. Twins have played error-free ball so far this year. We expect this to be a really good defensive ball club again, both in the infield and the outfield. 1 down, and now Colin Moran. Tough deal when a week With a week left in spring training, you lose your starting shortstop. But again, the Twins had that week to adjust, get Escobar acclimated to playing every day at one position when that was not the case early in camp. And Hildenberger at the knees again. Strike one to Moran. Now down and in. Moran with an RBI single, hit it right off the end of the bat, driving in Dickerson from third base in the fourth inning. Inside again, 2-1. Rodriguez on deck. Way out in front of that changeup.
Good changeup right there.
88, 88, 88, and then that butterfly pitch at 77.
Well, fastball situation, Moran way out front.
2-2. Hildenberger to Moran. To Dozier on a soft line drive, 2 down.
Looked like another changeup, something off speed. Moran way out front. It's a soft line drive to Dozier for the second out.
And now Sean Rodriguez. As we move through the late innings, important maybe to note that the Pirate bench, we believe, is a little short. They've got 13 pitchers to start with, but their regular shortstop Jordy Mercer didn't start because he jammed a finger a couple days ago. One would think if the finger isn't well enough for him to start, he probably is unavailable off the bench as well. You're basically dealing a 3-man bench, Frazier, Diaz, and Freese, unless Mercer is available to pinch hit. 1 strike to Rodriguez.
Right now on deck is Diaz, their backup catcher. If Rodriguez were able to get on.
Swing and a foul. 2 strikes to Rodriguez. Rogers faced 2 men, ended up recording 2 outs, although one of them at the end of a single to left field. In the dirt, 1-2. Way outside, 2-2.
Hildenberger, 27 years old, made his major league debut last June. Appeared in 37 ball games, only 6 walks in 44 innings pitched last year.
Just off the plate now, 3-2. And the pitcher spot due up next.
You can see how he has that crossfire to where Hildenberger throws from underneath, trying to clip the outer half of the plate.
And there's ball 4. Got ahead of him 0-2 and lost him to a walk. And that will get Diaz to the plate. Hurdle would use his backup catcher here. The pinch hitting spot tells me that Mercer is not available to pinch hit. I don't know why you'd burn your backup catcher here in this spot. So Frazier, Freese, and perhaps Mercer left available on the bench. one thing that we saw in spring training, and Trevor didn't have the best of spring trainings, but teams did a lot of running against him. I don't know that the Pirates are too eager to send Rodriguez here down by 3 runs and 2 outs, but Trevor, because of his delivery, tends to take a little bit longer to get rid of the ball. Some teams, even in spring training, exploited that a little bit. And he gets ahead of the pinch hitter 0-2.
Yeah, good fastball right there, down and away.
Two strikes to Diaz.
Does he throw him the frisbee here?
It's down and away.
Castro, little pinky, fastball away.
Right center field. Buxton's there to gather it in and end the inning. Pretty good inning for Hildenberger. A scoreless 6th inning. The Twins lead by 3. And Brian Dozier will hope to lead off the 7th the way he did the 6th. Number 1 selling brand in the Twin Cities. Gorgeous city. I don't know about the brown water in the Allegheny, but you know, the Mississippi's kind of muddy too, isn't it? Beautiful view from this ballpark. Tyler Glasnow will come into the ballgame and pitch now for the Pirates, facing the top of the Twins order.
Yeah, with the Pirates going with the 4-man rotation. Glasnow, one of the starters they would probably be if once they need a 5th starter. Glasnow in his 3rd season with the Pirates.
Dozier led off the 6th with a walk, and by inning's end, the Twins had 4 runs for the 2nd time in this series in the 6th inning. It'll be Dozier, Rosario, and Sano here in the 7th. And Dozier takes a strike over the inside corner.
Yeah, Glasnow with a very good fastball, low 90s, good curveball, and a changeup.
To center, playable for Marte.
Curveball left up, but Dozier fly out.
Twins will head home after the ball game, and of course open up the series and the homestand, the home schedule tomorrow. Mariners in town for 3 games, an off day on Friday. Big weekend of sports with the NCAA hockey championship. You and I might be dealing with our own Frozen 4. We're going to have to dress warmly, wear gloves.
Hey, we have a heater in our booth at home, but it's up high. And you said earlier the heat rises.
Yep.
What good is it if it's already up high?
We'll take any heat source we can get throughout the homestand. And I may try to check into the furnace room at home and see if I can bring a little portable heater. And I'm going to bring my heavy duty, like woolen stuff. Sliced foul, and it's 1-1. Rosario hitless, but his great throw from left field the bottom of the 5th may have turned this game around. And he waves at strike 2.
There's that hard curveball right there.
In the middle of that 4-run inning, though, Rosario popped one up. It looked like it was in foul ground and blew fair. He didn't run it out and ended up being retired at first base. He did, thanks to Dozier's alert base running, get Dozier to third. And now outside 2-2. Checked his swing. 3-2. Sano on deck. A little bit low. Rosario just took his second walk on the road trip. Well, here's a little time lapse of what Target Field went through, the transition from a snow-covered ballpark, snow blowers going, the tarp on the infield, and a lot of effort put forth. Twin staffers and grounds crew helping get the ballpark ready.
And again, thank you to everybody. With a lot of time, a lot of hard work.
Here's Sano. 2 hits, both of them to the opposite field. Down and away, ball 1, and Mario thought about second base, but thought better of it. Sano doubled off the fence in right field to start the 4th inning, later scored. Then he singled through the shift on the right side of the infield to drive in a run in the 6th. 5 for 20 on the season. Two and 0. And now 3-0.
Yeah, Pirates very high on this young man, only 24 years old, signed out of high school back in 2011. Santa Clara, California. Oh boy, look at his minor league numbers. They're very impressive, except for the walks.
Strike called over the inside corner, 3-1.
Came into this year with the Pirates, 17 starts, 22 ball games, 85 1/3 innings, 57 walks.
Rosario goes, and Sano swings and fouls it straight back to the backstop.
See
3-2.
See if Rosario takes off again here.
Sano, of course, very strikeout prone, and Rosario checked it first.
Rosario with one of the 3 stolen bases the Twins have this year. Byron Buxton with the other 2.
Rosario goes, and Sano fouls another one back. Seems to be right on that fastball. He just hasn't centered it yet. 2 well-timed swings.
straight back. Wow.
Foul back again. On a 95. Rosario a little late. He just barely got back. Josh Bell looks into the dugout, says take a quick look at it. Rosario was caught leaning, but according to the first base umpire Brian Honora, he got back.
He was about heading towards second base.
Yeah, I don't think that's conclusive to be overturned. Ooh, that one is. They're going to challenge it, and I think Eddie's going to be called out.
So when the hitters dive back into the bag, watch the palm right there. You don't want to go finger first because that's what Mercer did.
There's the tag, and Rosario's fingers hadn't touched the base yet. So we think that's going to be the second out of the inning. Rosario looking up at the video board, and I think he knows his fate is sealed here. I frankly don't know why this is taking so long. I think he's out, don't you?
Yeah. Well, remember Mercer yesterday dove in and he went finger first, and he's not playing right now. Rosario, you go back into the bag, usually your palm is up right here. Watch him get the palm up.
Reaching for the bag, but he hadn't gotten there yet.
Right.
Not tonight. Not when everybody's freezing. This is taking too long for what I think is an inevitable outcome. It's harder on the players in the field than the ones in the heated dugouts.
Time to do some jumping jacks out there.
Hey, did it work? You did just 6 of them, but didn't it help?
Yeah. Yes, it did.
What on earth could be taking so long? And again, we're each wearing the stocking caps, so we both look stupid.
We don't have to wear a stocking cap to look stupid. Come on.
Is there an angle that we haven't shown or that they have? You could see Rosario's momentum toward the bag hadn't stopped yet. Maybe from this angle there's something we couldn't see from the other angle, but you could see the tag applied on the elbow before Rosario's hand touched the base. Now, one thing I've always wondered, there are a lot of other games going on, and if we have a review concurrent with 2 or 3 others at other ballparks, which seems unlikely.
Well, maybe their machines are frozen like we are.
Safe. All right, I'm out of the call business. I was as sure as I'm standing next to you
now you are
that he was out. The call stands.
I bet you Eddie takes off here. It's a free out.
There he goes, and Sano whistles one towards the gap. Rosario off with the pitch, headed to third. He's being waved around by Gene Glenn, and he will score. And they're booing here in Pittsburgh because they saw what we saw on the video board, that Rosario appeared to be out, and instead he's the 7th run. And Sano gets his 3rd straight hit.
And picking up his 2nd RBI of the ball game. There's Rosario, who's taking off right there. He hits right in front of him. He knows. Just pick up your third base, Coach Gene Glenn. Gene saying go ahead all the way from first. Twins take a 7-3 lead.
And now here's Logan Morrison. Chopped foul. Just a single for Sano, but a big one, driving in yet another run.
Well, Twins actually, get a big break. Wow. But
that's not this is the angle. Yep. He's out right there, and he hadn't touched the base yet, in my opinion. Well, Morrison will hit now, one strike. Over the mound, right to the second base bag, and it's a double play to end the inning. Well, the Twins get a run. Were they gifted a run? We don't know.
Josh Bell hitting a home run, made it a 2-0 lead off of Odorizzi, but the Twins came fighting back. Brian Dozier with his 4th home run of the year, a solo home run, made it a 2-1 ball game. And then the 6th inning, 3 doubles after the walk of Dozier, along with a single, scored 4 runs. And the Twins just added another run to make it a 7-3 lead. Escobar picking up an RBI. Buxton right down that third base line. Gets a 3rd double of the inning.
And Rosario scoring the 7th run. Trevor Hildenberger will start the bottom of the 7th with Zach Duke warming up. Glad the Twins got that 3rd double in the 6th inning. Otherwise, we'd have been, talking about a double-double, and then Roy Smalley would have thought about In-N-Out Burgers, and he wouldn't have been good on the postgame show. Bouncer to short. Escobar waits. A target to Morrison, one away. That'll bring up Polanco.
I know you've had an In-N-Out burger.
I've had several.
Yes.
And I hope to have several more.
You know what comes real close? And I know it's a Wisconsin-based company, I believe. Culver's.
Culver's is good.
Yes, it is. The Butter Burger. Very, very good. Then you have one in Fort Myers.
And you're right, they're a Wisconsin company. And I meant to mention, too, we were talking about the Houston Astros World Series rings. Mm-hmm. Good folks at Johnston's made those rings. Yeah. Minneapolis company. And
they made this one.
They made that one.
Yeah, and the Pirate one.
And this one, you mean the 87 Twins one, which you wear here. And rarely have I seen you wear the Pirate one.
I'll have to, it's under lock and key.
Really?
I'll have to take it out of the safe. when the Pirates come our way.
Yeah, do that when the Pirates come. If you're doing those games.
Yes, I am.
Zach Duke warming up. And again, with the count in the pitcher's favor, Sano swings over to the right side.
Hildenberger tried to go over the top there, missed with the fastball. Most guys blow on their hands. For some reason, he blew it on his wrist.
I have to try that.
Got nothing out of it.
On the left field line. We'll do another round of jumping jacks here pretty soon.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. Hildenberger trying to get some extra outs. He got 3 of them in the 6th. A quick one here in the 7th.
Sinker down and away.
Off-speed pitch, tapped foul. Pirates got the first 2 runs in the first inning. Twins came back Monday, but the comeback came up short. So far, not today. Enjoying a 4-run lead. On the ground, right to Dozier. A hot 2 hopper, 2 away. And it'll bring up Marte. Good outing for Hildenberg. He'd like to get one more out here. Duke warming up, I would guess, to face Bell, who didn't seem to have as good a swings from the right side as the left side.
And 3 of the 5 outs so far recorded on the ground, so that's good. That's good for Hildenberg.
Angels walked off the Indians in extra innings, 3-2. Next up for the Twins, the Mariners. They're trailing 5-0 in the 5th inning in San Francisco. Strike at the knees.
Well, just looking at that scoreboard, I see the Dodgers got shut out again, this time by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Boy, their offense has gone south. Justin Turner going on a disabled list.
It'll be interesting. The Dodgers obviously were a really good team, almost won the World Series last year, but they had so much drama in their wins, so many comeback wins and walk-off wins. It's kind of hard to sustain from one year to the next. Twins know all about that, right? And Twins had 3 really gut-wrenching losses out there in Los Angeles, 1 and 2 to Marte. Roller left side. Sano picks it up, fires on the run, gets the speedy Marte. Great outing by Trevor Hildenberger, facing 7 men and getting 6 outs.
A good point. This throw right here, you know, the Twins ended up putting a 4 spot. After that, he kind of uplifted the ball club a little bit. Well, very close play. We thought he was out, but he was called safe. Next one, next pitch, Sano gets an RBI single with Rosario taking off, and he scores all the way from first base.
Well, the Twins, as we go now to the 8th inning, enjoying a 7-3 lead. Eduardo Escobar takes strike 1. It's been a good night for Escobar. A double in the 2nd, a sacrifice fly in the 4th, a double, an RBI, and a run scored in the 4-run 6th. Last now delivers a foul ball, and it's 0-2.
We talked about Escobar right at the top of the show about his importance of what he has meant to the ball club, not only as a player on the field, but also his personality in the clubhouse too. Got a lot of enthusiasm.
High and tight.
Can't pronounce anybody's name.
And during one of the spring training telecasts that I worked with you, I made the comment, and it was strike 3 on the outside corner. Look down on the 8th. Take a look at Fox Track, sponsored by Carrier.
Glass now picking up his first strikeout. High curveball.
Kepler 0 for 3, 3 outfield flies. I said of Escobar that he reminds me in terms of clubhouse presence, different type of player, of course, but he reminds me of Kirby Puckett. Now, you played with Kirby, so you'd be better to speak to that than I would.
Well, he's one of these guys that if you're in the clubhouse and say he walks in, you know he comes in.
Right.
He's a Torrey Hunter, Kirby Puckett type guy. They make themselves very visible and very loud, and they're always laughing.
So, yeah, there is a similarity there to Puck, right? 2-0. That's headed towards a hole in the shift, and Kepler finally gets rewarded. But putting the barrel on the ball a lot since the start of the season. A hard ground ball is a base hit with 1 out. We'll bring up Byron Buxton. Byron with a strikeout, a line out to left, and then a ground ball over the third base bag for an RBI double.
That double is first extra base hit of the season.
Kepler looks in as they try to hit and run. Kepler looking in all the way, and Buxton was trying to put it on the ground behind the runner.
We got a great jump right there.
Oh, safe. And Kepler nearly got caught doing what Rosario nearly got caught doing. He kind of got frozen there.
What's a night to be frozen?
And another throw over.
See the palm going up and getting the bag.
He was
He's
safe
safe
by
there.
as much as Rosario was out. Fouled back again. And an interesting exchange, not yesterday, Monday, when Buxton and Kepler came out on the field to play catch or do something, came back into the clubhouse. I asked Byron how it was. He said, "Oh, it's cold." And Kepler grew up in Berlin, said, "No, it wasn't so bad." But it is cold, and it will be cold till further notice. Swing and a miss. Buxton strikes out for out number 2.
Yeah, Glasnow just rearing back with that high leg kick. Picks up his second strikeout of the inning. 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Castro 0 for 2 with a walk. Down the middle of strike. Ryan Presley and Addison Reed warming up. Castro fouls it. Oh, and 2 to the Twins catcher. Just off the edge. Wow.
This young man has a great arm.
I think he's
seen the fastball, the hard curveball.
He gave Field and Colbreth a little bit of a glare.
So he went there again, and Field and Colbreth saying, you know what? Don't be looking at me, young man.
Two and 2. Foul ball. Cervelli can't hang on. He's trying to hand the Pirates their first loss of the season, which trailed 2-0, 3-2. Kepler back. Kepler goes, and the pitch rolled foul. Going on a 2-2 pitch with 2 down.
This is a young man too. I think clubs will run against him because of that high leg kick, not really a slide type step. There's a slide step.
And Castro spins it to the screen. 35 pitches now for Glasnow. Castro goes again, or Kepler does, and it's a called third strike. Castro strikes out. The Twins get a base hit from Kepler, leave him aboard. Going to the bottom of the 8th. Time to do more jumping jacks. The Twins up 7-3. just, you know, Rosario's throw that kind of turned this game around. It's just nice to see Eddie throw the ball with authority. There was some concern about his elbow. He missed about a week and a half of spring training, came back and really didn't throw with much zip on his throws, but on a frigid night, charging the ball and then delivering a strong throw was good to see on so many levels.
Yep.
Addison Reed in to pitch to Bell. First pitch fouled over the screen, 1 strike. Bell, Dickerson, Cervelli, middle of the Pirate lineup. You'd like to think you'll face them here in the 8th, and you'll be done seeing them for a while.
Yeah, Reed, they list him at 6'4", 29 years old. He signed a 2-year contract with the Twins over the winter.
Fastball inside, 1-1.
Hard throwing right-hander. Fastball, slider, occasional changeup. He worked here on Monday afternoon, an inning and a third.
Pulled foul. 1-2. Bell crushed a 2-run home run in the first inning, halfway up the batter's eye in center field. Since then, a foul out and a strikeout. One and two. They appeal. Nope, 2-2. Dickerson on deck, and then Cervelli. That time he went. And home plate umpire Field and Culbreth calls it.
Yeah, slider came back with almost the same slider, same spot. This time Bell unable to hold up. So Reed picks up a strikeout. See the crossfire, big slider at 84.
1 down, that'll bring up Dickerson. Dickerson with a pair of hits, a run scored, a run batted in, a stolen base. Tell you one thing, the Twins bullpen has done a nice job coming in and throwing strikes. Taylor Rogers got 2 outs. He did give up a base hit. Hildenberger with 2 innings, just 1 walk. And a night like this, you're leading by 3-4 runs. The one thing that can get you in trouble in a hurry is walking people. And to this point, the relievers have done a really good job throwing it over the plate. 2 strikes.
Marvin Alston, a new pitching coach here, looking on.
So he's not doing jumping jacks. He's just shuffling side
moving,
to side, trying to keep the blood circulating. Fouled away.
Oh, I said before, you know, I was with them in spring training when the pitchers and catchers report, and I didn't know Garvin, so we had an opportunity to sit down, and I like his philosophy on the trusting the fastball, control of the fastball. Stay aggressive out there. Been around the game a long time, getting an opportunity now to be the major league pitching coach.
Started last year in the Padre organization, came over to the A's. And they shuffled their coaching staff and got rid of Kurt Young as a pitching coach. And Garvin was, by the end of the season, their bullpen coach. 1-2 to Dickerson. A foul over the Pirate dugout. Almost afraid to say anything because as soon as I do, it'll start snowing again. But right now, I don't think it's snowing a flake, is it? It's just a cold night. I wonder how close we came when it was snowing the hardest to having the game stop for a while. And another pop up into the seats. About the time Rosario charged that base hit in left field, you could see the snow was really coming down. And your concern, of course, at least my concern, would be the hitters trying to pick up a white baseball with all the dancing snowflakes. And in Rosario's case, trying to focus on the baseball and not the swirling white that was coming down. This one chipped to short left. In fact, it's on the skin of the infield on the edge of it. Dickerson finally retired, 2 down. And that'll bring up Cervelli.
Well, one thing we have seen, we saw Reed, remember in Baltimore, he came in relief, threw 23 pitches, 20 for strikes.
Right.
Right now, 12 pitches, 9 of them over the plate. So definitely a guy that trusts his fastball, hard slider, and he gets it over the plate.
Down and away, ball 1. Cervelli drew his walk leading off the second, never budged from first base. Then a fly ball in the 4th and a ground ball in the 6th. On the ground, foul. Cracked his bat in the process. Well, what's the humidity? That's what I want to know. It feels like 22. The temperature's 33, but earlier the humidity was 62%.
Think she cares?
Well, again, there's no point in complaining about the weather because you can't do anything about it, and it's going to be this way for at least the start of the homestand. Strike call, and it's 1-2.
Good fastball away.
And 33 degrees, feels like 22. There's Reed out there in short sleeves. Up and away. I remember right, weren't you a long sleeve guy?
In this type of weather, probably just like him, just like Reed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like it all the way down to my.
Oh, you
wrist.
didn't? Oh, okay. Things have changed now, haven't they? You like as much coverage as you can get.
Oh yes.
3-2 now to Cervelli, with Moran on deck. To left. Rosario towards the line, puts it away, and it's a good inning for Addison Reed as the Pirates go down 1-2-3. To head home and start their home schedule tomorrow afternoon with a 3-2 mark. It didn't look too good early on. That lineup has produced 7 runs again.
Yeah, everybody's contributing. See Dozier hitting a home run, his 4th of the year. Eddie Rosario, even though he does not have a hit, a big part of this ball game. Sano, good to see Miguel Sano get 3 hits. Hitting the ball for power. Logan Morrison picking up his first Twins hit, which produced a run. Escobar again, a couple extra base hits.
Ryan Lamar is going to hit in what was the pitcher's spot. Still is, for that matter. Just the pitcher's not in it anymore. Lamar anxious to get home. He married a young lady from the Twin Cities, from Edina, Minnesota. And he's particularly interested in tomorrow because, of course, he's going to be hearing his name announced in an opening day lineup in his home ballpark. But then in the evening, his Michigan Wolverines are going to be playing in the semifinals of the NCAA Hockey Championship.
Fernando Rodney getting up. Looks like he might get the 9th inning.
So Ryan, who was a hockey player growing up through high school in the state of Michigan, made the team against significant odds in spring training because he just hit all through spring training and he hasn't stopped. Let's see him get a start in the outfield here real soon. Twins are facing a couple of lefties in the Seattle series, starting tomorrow with James Paxton outside a strike, and it's 1-1. Marco Gonzalez, another left-hander, waiting for the Twins Sunday afternoon in the Seattle series. Waiting, a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Line foul.
That'll be Kyle Gibson tomorrow night. Excuse me, tomorrow afternoon at 3:05 or 3:10 against James Paxton. Guy that Seattle needs to stay healthy. He's had a lot of injuries. Kyle, 6 no-hit innings in his first outing in Baltimore.
2-2. Half swing, but he went. Ball in the dirt, so Lamar forces the throw, 1 away.
Glasnow picking up his 4th strikeout. Last 4 outs recorded on strikeouts.
Dozier coming to the plate for the 5th time tonight. A home run in the 3rd and a very important walk leading off the 6th inning that opened the door to a 4-run inning. Dozier perennially scoring more than 100 runs. He's off to a great start. 5th game of the year, and Dozier's already scored 8 runs.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do, and Brian's been doing a great job of that.
On the outside corner. Yeah, you're right. This guy's got a power arm. This will be his 45th pitch, and he looks like a starting pitcher in the making.
Well, that's what he was in the minor leagues. That's what they did over the last couple of years, bring him up. But again, the control issues. In the minor leagues for the Pirates, he signed with them back in 2012. 593 innings, 785 strikeouts, but 278 walks.
Straight over the top of a fastball just off the outside corner.
So the arm is there. It's just a matter if he can get his control better.
And a strike, 3-2. Again, a doubleheader of sorts on Fox Sports North, the Wild and the Ducks. As soon as we leave the air here in Pittsburgh after the post-game show, fouled up the line on the ground. And Brian lost a bat on that swing. Put some pine tar or some sort of sticky substance on the bat.
See, hitters use it. Why can't pitchers use it?
I think we established that from time to time, pitchers have been known to take.
I'm not defacing the baseball in any way. I'm not doing anything different. If anything, it's helping. Helps me.
3-2. And there's a walk. And Dozier is aboard with 1 out in the 9th. That'll bring up Rosario.
Take a walk for Glasnow. I haven't really seen anything slow. Everything has been hard.
Right.
Hard fastball, hard curveball. Surprised they haven't taught him at least a changeup.
Rosario drives it to right to the glove of Polanco, out number 2. That'll bring up Sano, who's had a very productive day at the plate. 3 hits, 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. That's the type of batting average I think the Twins hope that Sano will settle at. The strikeout's still very, very high. But if he can be a 286 type of hitter with the power producing 40 or more home runs, I mean, that's Twins project him, and whether he realizes it, of course, there goes Dozier off with the pitch. And he's in on a pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, Brian will be given a stolen base with that high leg kick.
I think the Twins hope that Sano will be a perennial MVP candidate, being one of the top run producers in the league. And if he's going to be getting MVP votes, the batting average needs to improve and the strikeouts need to come down. Big swing and a miss.
Well, when you're as big as strong as he is, and if you can make contact with that ball, that's all going to go a long way. But definitely does not get cheated.
Glasnow put him away with a couple of good fastballs. And the Twins are done in the 9th inning. Bottom of the inning coming up. The Twins lead by 4. Looks like it'll be Fernando Rodney. Good day at the plate, leading a Twins comeback. They have a 7-3 lead. It's a non-save situation, of course, but Twins still like the idea of Fernando Rodney finishing ball games. He finished one in Baltimore, unfortunately, the opening day loss.
Well, he made that one mistake to Adam Jones and ended up costing the Twins the victory. But other than that, this guy brings a lot of experience with him. Fernando Rodney, 41 years old now, out of the Dominican Republic.
Took the loss when he threw a fastball up and into Adam Jones, who creamed it into the left field seats.
Rodney, a three-time All-Star, 2012 American League Comeback Player of the Year, 300 career saves.
Facing the bottom third of the Pirate lineup, starting with Colin Moran. And the snow's picked up again, as you can plainly see. Moran drove in the most recent Pirate run, the fourth inning single. Fastball on the outside corner.
Well, bullpen's done a great job in this two-game series so far. Total of 7 2/3 innings, and yet allow a run.
Low. That's 1-1.
Rodney at 41 can still get that fastball in the low 90s. Very, very good changeup. Mixing a breaking ball.
Change up there, looked like. 2-1.
Pitched in a lot of ball games. Look at that, 829 games he has appeared in. Career that started back in 2002 with the Tigers.
Of course, he was disappointed that he served up the walk-off home run to Adam Jones, but afterwards, you know, he had the veteran's attitude about it. Hey, it's not that big of a deal. It's one game. It's happened to me before. It's going to happen again. I just made a mistake. He hit it out. 2-2 to Moran. And line foul. I always remember Rick Aguilera talking about that when Tom Kelly anointed him the closer, and there was a big walk-off home run. I want to say Dante Bichette, when he was with the Angels, did it. And as they got back to the clubhouse, you know, Tom had told Rick, look, you've got to project confidence, even though you're adjusting to something that you're unaccustomed to. Your teammates need to believe in you. There's a Tapper foul.
Yeah, a lot of times managers, I know TK probably the next day put Aggie back out there right away.
Given the opportunity,
back
absolutely.
on the saddle and ride the horse.
Yeah.
If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's a lot of dedication that somebody like Rodney, all the ups and downs.
Third two-strike foul, and Mark Moran's hanging tough here, leading off the ninth inning.
Sometimes all you need is a second chance, and he kind of got that with the Tampa Bay Rays. Jim Hickey was a pitching coach there. Now he's with Joe Madden in Chicago. Kind of resurrected his career in Tampa.
Another 2-2 coming. There's a fastball that buzzed the inside corner at 94. A nice duel between Moran and Rodney, but Rodney wins it.
Yeah, an 8-pitch at bat, and Rodney gets the strikeout. So he goes inside. Moran maybe looking away. Pitch right there.
Sean Rodriguez will bat. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight.
You know, we get media guides, and when you look at Fernando Rodney's stats, covers the whole page. That means you pitched a long time.
Swing and a miss. Ball rolling to the backstop, 1-1.
Started pitching in 1997. Signed as a free agent out of the Dominican Republic. This is his 16th season in the big leagues.
2-1. We talked about really the only number that seemed a little peculiar for Rodney last year was his earned run average, and with the role that he plays on a team, that can always be kind of a questionable stat to begin with. It's all laced to left, and Rodriguez has a base hit with 1 out. But last year with the Diamondbacks, 39 saves, 55 1/3 innings, only 40 hits. An opponent batting average of 200. The walks, as they've been throughout his career, a little bit higher than he would or his employers would like. But he only gave up 3 home runs in 55 1/3 innings. So there was a lot to like. And Derek Falvey, Thad Levine liked what they saw. So here he is. David Freese is hitting in the number 9 spot. Fastball, strike 1.
Freese in his 3rd season with the Tigers, 10th overall. He's played for the Cardinals, the Angels.
Foul ball down the right side. A little tardy on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball, 0-2. Two strikes from Rodney to Freese. Low. Talk about the low number of divisional games that the Twins are playing. We said 6 in the first 5 weeks. Really carries through the month of May. The Twins have within the division just the 4 games coming up in this homestand against the White Sox, the 2 in Puerto Rico against the Indians. Then they step outside the division again for a week and a half, dug out by Castro. Then they got 4 with the White Sox, and they step outside the division again until they play the Tigers on May 21st. A peculiar schedule that way. 2-2.
I mean, they don't face the Royals until the end of May.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Freese strikes out. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
And Rodney picking up his 2nd strikeout.
And they'll bring up Josh Harrison. It'd be nice to say we'll say goodbye to Pittsburgh and say goodbye to the snow, but I have a feeling, sneaking suspicion, we'll see more of the white stuff when we get home.
Well, we can say goodbye to Pittsburgh. It's the other stuff.
It's the other stuff. Rodriguez goes.
Nobody
Twins
cares.
don't care. And it's a foul ball.
He's just trying to stay loose.
There he goes to second again on a swing and a miss. He reaches, and now you're sitting at home, most of you, and you're in the comfort of your home. your sports bar, whatever. And it's comical to look at, but I can promise you nobody on the field is particularly enjoying this. Rosario's out in left field looking around like, where am I? And this is the part, this is about how hard it was snowing when Rosario made the throw home. And I don't know how anybody could hit staring through snow like this.
And you wonder, a guy like Rodney from the Dominican Republic, a lot of these players are from down south, how often they've played in something like this.
Ouch. Escobar has a hard time getting rid of it, and even though he got jammed severely, Harrison keeps the game alive.
Harrison be credited with an infield base hit.
It's a major jam shot. I saw either slivers of his bat or his thumbs fall off.
Now watch this pitch right here, middle in. And he hits it soft enough. A tough play. Escobar has to come running in. Has a little bit of hesitation right there, getting a good grip of that baseball. And that allowed Harrison to get the infield hit.
Here is Polanco. Now you're dealing with the power sending into the middle of this Pirate lineup again. So 2 on, 2 out. Twins aren't holding Harrison. He goes to second, and Polanco takes a strike. Two strikeouts, 2 singles, 2 advances on defensive indifference. Down and away, 1-1. Ground ball, backhanded. Sano with that rifle arm gets him. What a play by Miguel Sano, ending the ball game. And your Minnesota Twins will head home to start their home schedule with a 3-2 record.
Wow, what a great defensive play to end the ball game. Good win for the Twins here. Everybody contributing. Bullpen pitched outstanding. 4 2/3 innings of shutout baseball.
Good win for the Twins, falling behind early, but the Twins end up splitting in Pittsburgh after winning the series in Baltimore. And yeah, the Twins will take winning road trips every time. Paul Molitor and the Twins will head home, having beaten the Pirates at Pittsburgh. Now we'll send you to our studio and resume baseball tomorrow afternoon at Target Field.